Best places to visit in Poland. The best places to visit in Poland can take you through almost 1,000 years of history, immersing you in sites with stunning medieval architecture, remnants of World War II and its devastation, and castles and palaces in every corner of the country. It's also home to two of the first-ever UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the historic center of Kraków and the Wieliczka and Bochnia salt mines. But this ancient country is also home to expansive national parks, mountains, and lakes, with seemingly endless trails cutting through virgin nature waiting to be explored. No matter why you're heading to Poland, discover the most stunning destinations with our list of the best places to visit in Poland. Warsaw. Poland's capital was left in ruins after World War II. Almost 85% of its buildings had been turned to ash or systematically razed by Nazi forces. As soon as the war ended, the city embarked on a massive effort to reconstruct its historic center using original plans. As a result, the Baroque and Renaissance merchant houses you see today are perfect replicas of the originals. Although World War II also caused the loss of collections held by museums and palaces, the city is still home to approximately 60 museums today. In addition to art and history museums, Warsaw also offers some unusual choices, including one of the world's only museum of posters, a museum dedicated to the World War II Warsaw Uprising, a neon museum, and a museum of caricature. The National Museum, which chronicles the history of the city, also houses the largest collection of paintings in Poland, including a number of works of art that came from Adolf Hitler's private collection. Kraków. One of the oldest cities in Poland, Kraków was already inhabited back in the 7th century. Because the city escaped most of the World War II destruction that fell on other Polish cities, Krakow's Old Town Center still retains its stunning medieval architecture. The Wawel Castle and the historic district of Kazimierz, also known as the Old Jewish Quarter, in the area are both designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Kraków is home to around 40 urban parks, including 19th-century Planty Park, which covers an area of 21 hectares and forms a green ring around the city center, and the Lasek Wolski Forest, which offers hiking and biking trails in a large woodland area just minutes from the city center. Wrocław. The city of Wrocław hasn't always been Polish. Over the centuries, it has belonged to everything from the Kingdom of Bohemia to Prussia to Germany. Wrocław has only officially been part of Poland since 1945, after the end of World War II changed some of the border lines in Europe. The Lubomirski Museum is a good place to visit to learn more about the history of the city. The museum covers the invasion of the city by Nazi forces and later the Soviet Union, as well as a number of World War II events. The Wrocław City Museum completes that history with an overview of Wrocław over the past 1,000 years. Wrocław's oldest area is the 13th century main market square, which includes St. Elizabeth's Church and the Old Town Hall. It's one of Europe's largest market squares. Just a few steps away is the Pan Tadeusz Museum, with multimedia exhibits dedicated to Polish customs displayed inside a stunning tenement building. Gdańsk. Sitting right on a bay on the Baltic Sea, the ancient city of Gdańsk is home to Poland's main seaport. Most of the old part of the city, known as the Royal Route or Royal Way, dates back to the 17th century and is beautifully preserved. Some of the main structures here include the city gates, the prison tower, and a number of merchant houses. Gdańsk is also home to the world's largest brick church, St. Mary's, as well as the 700-year-old, star-shaped Wisłocki Fortress, and the 28-meter-tall Gdańsk Nowy Port Lighthouse. Although Gdańsk wasn't directly affected by the war, its Museum of the Second World War is one of the best historical museums in the country. It features a number of vehicles, including a Polish Sherman tank and a German DKW motorcycle. as well as artifacts, documents, and photos connected to the war and the Holocaust. Tatra Mountains. The Tatra Mountains and National Park form a natural border between Slovakia and Poland. Though most of the mountain range falls into Slovakia, you can hike between countries easily. The Polish side of the park has over 270 kilometers of hiking trails. Poland's highest mountain, Rysi, is located in the Polish Tatras. At 2,500 meters, it's the highest Tatras peak in either country that can be climbed without a park guide. In addition, the park is home to over 600 caves, with the limestone cave system, Wawel Castle, being the longest, 23 kilometers, and deepest, 824 meters. The Tatras have waterfalls, streams, and mountain lakes. Morskie Oko Lake is the largest lake in the park. Located deep within the park, it can only be reached after a 2-hour hike through hills and a thick forest of Swiss pines. Białowieża Mountains. One of the best places to visit in Poland in the fall are the Białowieża Mountains, a massive range that extends all the way to Ukraine and Slovakia. They are unique because of their polanina, a type of mountain meadow that only occurs in the Carpathian region. Because the valleys and meadows softly slope up and down, rather than being too steep, they are a perfect destination for hiking. The foliage here transforms into a symphony of reds, oranges, and yellows in autumn. Polonina Wetlinska, topping at 1,255 meters, is one of the most famous meadow trails, a picturesque, soft climb that shouldn't take more than 2 hours. At the top, a small guest house, one of the only ones in the entire mountain range, offers snacks and drinks, plus a warm bed for those who want to extend their adventure. A large section of the Białowieża Mountains is part of the UNESCO East Carpathian Biosphere Reserve, home to brown bears, wolves, and bison, and mostly covered by beech forest. If you found this content helpful and inspiring, remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family.